Right, I'm going to do some more drawing on my vertical spinner now. So, what I did yesterday was just disk carb action junk. So now I guess I better do the rest of the layout to figure out where everything's going to go. I'm trying to think what I'm doing. I probably should project through the center of the wheel and draw a center line for that. There we go. Oh, let's make it 400 wide for the moment, just to see what happens. Right. 400 wide. What do I do next? I guess I draw some axles for the wheels. Thinking, I'm thinking. Give me a minute. It's too early in the morning. Yeah, that's an axle. Make those collinear so they're the same. Make the lengths the same. I use 12mm axles for the main wheels, because that's the center of the wheel. How far does that go through there? I've forgotten. Let's open up a wheel. Well, let's copy it into the model. Copy some wheels into our assembly. Paste. Yeah, whatever. Paste. Yeah, whatever. Now the distance from the inside of the wheel to the inside of the hex is 8.5mm. I probably should set that as parameters so I stop doing it the hard way. But I don't think I will. I'll just keep doing it the hard way. I'm too lazy this morning. Uh, 8.5. So means from there forward in the construction line, how much wood on the other side? There forward on the construction line, that's the outside of the plate. Just a minute, my leg's itchy, I've got to scratch my leg. Just to make this video more interesting. There we go. Anyway, from there to there, put 3mm clearance between the wheel and the outside of the plate. And then here, just draw some random lines. That's the inside of the plate, which is primary plate thickness. There we go. And then we have another plate over on the other side. We'll do it the same way we did over there. Make that line there equal to that line so they're both primary plate thickness thick. We'll make the axle stick out 3mm beyond, just for the fun of it. Now the distance between these two plates is the width of the gears. So how big are my gears? We've got to figure out my gears. Now we could just measure them from here and use the same gears. Or there's the internet. Hello internet. This is the website I was looking at buying gears from. So if I just select a random one. This is a mod 8 gears. They say that their mod 8 gears are 14mm wide with a face width of 6mm. And their mod 1 gears, steel gears, are 25mm wide. Okay, go to Inventor, back to my sketch, this dimension, was 16 plus 25 plus, we'll put 3 millimeters on each side of the gears. 47 millimeters. A bit bigger than what I had before. Oh well. So what we do now is we need another axle for the front gears. So we'll do another rectangle, and we'll do one over here. Make the axle stick 3 millimeters wide and 3 millimeters wide on this side as well. And the axle has a diameter of 8 millimeters. And from center to center, we'll have to figure out what gear reduction I'm using. Now the overall gear reduction is 10 to 1. So we need 2-stage gear reduction. 10 to 1 is 4 to 1 and 2.5 to 1. We'll make the first stage 4 to 1 with the mod 8 gears, and the second stage 2.5 to 1 with the mod 1 gears. So for a 2.5 to 1, I'm just going to copy this. What gears should I use? 2.5 to 1. I'm going to cheat and just copy the old robot. 50 to 15. Okay. What's 50 to 15? 50 divided by 15. That's 3 to 1. I must have gone 3.333 and 3.333. Huh. Do it the smart way. Okay. 15, 50. So, mod 1 is 50 teeth plus 15, put them in brackets, divided by 2. And we don't need to do anything else because mod 1 you just do times 1. So the center of the gears is the number of teeth of both gears divided by 2. There's 32 millimeters between the two. Woohoo! Now what else am I going to do? Actually, I'm going to delete this 3. I'm going to make those collinear, so the ends of the axles are the same. And all I have to do is make that one there collinear, that side there to there collinear, one there to there collinear, and make everything equal on both sides. So that's my axles on both sides. And I'm not overly happy. That gear there looks like it's going to rub. I'm going to make 5 mil. There we go. My wheels are 5 mil outside. That's 3 mil. That way now the axle's not going to rub against the wheel. And they should be the location of my drive axles. Looks alright to me so far. You put the motor in front, put the motor here somewhere, in here. Leaves the back open, you can put the speed controllers at the back then. No, I'll not do that. Just keep it all level at the moment. So, I'm going to go parameters, link, done, draw a rectangle, construction rectangle, put a center line in it, and that is my motor. We'll put a length on it. Is motor length, where's motor length? Motor length. And motor OD, can OD, there we go. from the center from the motor to the center of the axle. Depends how many T-folds using. Look at that key. Look at this one again. Edits the design. It says I did a 50 to 15 again. I'm so boring. So the centers here is bracket 15 plus 50 plus 15 divided by 2. Bracket horizon, all of that. Because I'm going to be using mod 8 gears for this stage, we do times 0.8. Done. Woohoo. And that's the center line of my motor. So that's where my motor would go. And I'm just going to draw a construction line from there to there, the outside of the weapon axle to the drive line. There's those two plates. That's my weapon support plates. So that's where that would go. We've got plenty of clearance there. Looks alright. Kinda boring, but alright. What am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? Gee, I might just explain a bit more about the gears while I'm here. If I go back to the internets, go back to mod 0.8, back to steel, select a size, 15, so that's a 15 tooth gear. Scroll down to this table. Actually this one here, we can modify the bore to 5mm. And the NTM 4238s have a 5mm axle. So that's why I chose the mod 8 for that. And then the 50 tooth gear, where are you? 50 tooth, here we go. It's got an 8mm bore as standard. So we go back to mod 1, steel. The 15 tooth gear, here we go. Tooth gear, where are you? Standard, well, you can get it with an 8mm bore, so that way the big gear, 50 tooth mod 8 gear, that's the same bore as the little mod 1, and then the big fella, 50 tooth mod 1, we can get that with a 12mm bore. There we go, 12mm. So that way I can just use a 12mm bolt for my rear axle and an 8mm bolt for my front axle, and then just put ball bearings on each side. So that way, with the 12mm bolt, I can grind down the hex head of the bolt to fit inside the wheel and captive the wheel, which is what I've done on my previous little test robot. And that makes a nice easy gearbox. And with the water jet cut plates on each side, everything will line up perfectly, well, not 100% perfectly, but good enough. And I think I might have run out of video. So, yeah, that's my 15 minutes to. All I've done is figure out the layout of my drive. And actually I might just make my axles while I'm here. There we go. It looks a little bit more like a robot for some reason. Yeah. So we've got the weapon layout done and the drive layout done. Then we just need to fill in the rest next time.